Greetings from Seiberling Gymnasium here on the campus of Heidelberg University in Tiffin, Ohio. It's another edition of OAC Women's Basketball brought to you by the Berg Athletics Network, courtesy of Boxcast.tv. Hi again, everybody. Matt Kottman bringing the action live tonight from inside Seiberling Gymnasium as Heidelberg gets set to square off against Capital University in their second of their back-to-back doubleheader games. Heidelberg, a winner last night to the tune of 61-54 down in Bexley, Ohio for their first win of the season and first year head coach Rachel Ferry, her first win at the helm as head coach of this Heidelberg squad. Capital 0-1 on the season. First two games of the season against Muskingum canceled due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, losing last night 61-54 as mentioned previously against this same Heidelberg women's basketball squad. We have about 4 minutes until tip-off here. Real quick, let's go through the starting lineups for both of these teams. We'll get you them once again as they're introduced later on. We'll start with Heidelberg. Number 3, Clara Smith, the 5'6" freshman guard. Number 21, Hannah Kilps, 5'6" senior guard. Saw her have a pretty decent night the other night against John Carroll. Brooke Beamer, one of the stars of the program here, the 5'4" senior guard, number 22. Number 25, Bailey Walter, the 5'9" sophomore. And then rounding out that starting lineup, the senior, 5'10", number 34, Sadie Cheney in that forward center position. For the Capital Crusaders, number 3, Erin Burns will get the start at guard, the 5'4" sophomore. Number 12, Emma Burns, the 5'9" graduate guard, as that's something you don't see every day, a graduate level player on the team still. She'll be getting in at guard as one of the starters. Number 14, Allison Roach, the 5'9" senior. Number 20, Carolyn Taphorn, the 5'9" senior. Number 23, Brooke Amert, the 5'7" junior. And then number 24, Kaylee Cyphers, the 5'9" senior guard. So those are your starting lineups for tonight. Head coaches for tonight's broadcast. Head coach for Heidelberg, Rachel Ferry in her first year. Assistant coach, Olivia Bissenson. And for Capital, head coach Dixie Jeffers and assistant coaches Jason Wright and Molly Brennan. We're going to pause for 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the national anthem and tip-off here on the Berg Athletic Network. And welcome back as we're just about ready for the national anthem here on the Berg Athletics Network, courtesy of Boxcast TV. I'd like to remind you that HD video for today's game, as well as every game here on the Berg Athletics Network this season, comes courtesy of Mr. Dick Schultz from the class of 1953. As once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Subway, Dundor Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Handy Graphics, Hillcrest Golf Club, Fostoria Country Club, Loudon Meadows Golf Club, and the Clover Club. And now, your national anthem.
Time
And a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by one of Heidelberg's players. We'll get you the number and name momentarily as who sang that lovely rendition of our Star Spangled Banner. And now the starting lineups once again for Capital University. Number 3, Erin Burns, the 5'4" sophomore guard. Number 12, Emma Burns, the 5'9" graduate level guard. Number 14, Allison Roach, the 5'9" senior guard. Number 20, Carolyn Taphorn, the 5'9" senior guard. Number 23, Brooke Amert, the 5'7" junior guard. And then number 24, Kaylee Cyphers, the 5'9" senior guard. A guard-heavy lineup as they like to go small ball with Capital. Head coach Dixie Jeffers. And for the hosting Heidelberg Student Princes, number 3, Clara Smith, the 5'6" freshman. Number 21, Hannah Kilps, the 5'6" senior guard. Number 22, Brooke Beamer, the 5'4" senior guard. Number 25, Bailey Walter, the 5'9" sophomore forward. And then number 34, Sadie Cheney, the 5'10" senior. Head coach Rachel Ferry. As the starting lineups are being introduced here, as this game's about to get underway, we'd like to remind you that the Berg Athletics is holding a sealed bid auction in conjunction with the reverse raffle that we finished last night at halftime of our broadcast. There are 13 great items still up for bid, including a lot of Berg gear, a football autographed by Browns defensive end Myles Garrett, and much, much more. The auction closes at noon on Monday. To view the items and the bid, visit bergathletics.com/auction. Capital in their purple jerseys, black numerals with gray trim. Apologies in advance for most likely mixing up some of the numbers as this game progresses, as those are definitely interesting to read. Heidelberg in the orange jerseys, black numerals, white trim. Getting ready for tip-off, number 24, Kaylee Cyphers, and number 25, Bailey Walter. As we're about to get this OAC matchup underway here from Seiberling Gymnasium. And we are underway here from Tiffin as Capital wins the tip-off. It's going to be Burns with the ball in the right wing, driving inside, decides against it, back out to the perimeter. Picks up her dribble. It's going to be handed off to Taphorn. Taphorn has a screen at the foul line, decides against it, shot up, and it's going to be no good by Burns. Rebound by Heidelberg. Kilps brings the ball up past the timeline for the Berg. Gets the ball to Cheney. Cheney now across the other side to Smith. Smith back across to Kilps. Kilps, nice spin move, drives inside, picks up her dribble, loses it, gets it down to Walter though. As Walter is going to lose the handle, it'll be a jump ball remaining with Heidelberg. As we had a technical issue here, as they unfortunately did not start the shot clock, so now we have 9 seconds left on the shot clock for Heidelberg to execute a shot. Inbounds to Cheney, gets it back to Kilps. Kilps up to Beamer. Beamer shot up and no good off the back of the rim. Rebound by Taphorn. Taphorn gets it over to Cyphers. Cyphers gets it out to number 14, Roach. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Beamers once again. Beamers with the ball, attempting to drive inside, decides against it to the right wing. Gets the foul line, picks up her dribble. Out to Smith. Smith picks up her dribble. Down to Kilps. Kilps into Cheney. Cheney drives baseline, looking for a pass, finds one in Walter. Shot is up and good. Putting the first points on the board, making it 2-0 Heidelberg. Taphorn with the ball. Gets across the timeline to Burns. Burns in the left wing, gets guarded tightly. Over to Amert. Amert down to the other Burns. Shot is up and no good. Rebound by Cyphers as Cyphers puts it in on the putback shot, making it 2-2. Kilps cross the timeline. Gets it to Beamers. Beamers in the right wing. Cross-court pass to Cheney. Cheney picks up her dribble. Gives it to Kilps. Kilps in the left wing. Cross court to Smith in the right wing. Back to Kilps at the top of the key. Driving inside, picks up her dribble. Shot is going to be up and good as she gets the lucky roll there. 4-2, 7:55 to go in this first quarter of action. Amert with the ball now. Guarded tight as we see a bit of a full court press there. Taphorn gets it across the timeline on the deep pass to Burns. Burns back to Taphorn. Taphorn thought about, decides against it. Kicks it out to Cyphers. Cyphers, 18-footer, good as she connects once again. 4 points on the night for Cyphers, 4 points on the board for Capital. Kilps with the ball. Back to Beamers in the right wing. Beamers trying to orchestrate the offense, gets it to Cheney. Now back to Kilps in the left wing. Over to Smith, top of the key. Smith driving inside. Shot's going to be up and blocked by Cyphers as that's going to be taken by Capital. Burns with the ball in the right wing, picks up her dribble. Gets it to Cyphers. Now over to Taphorn. Taphorn calling the offense. Gets it to Cyphers, but she misreads the pass, and it's going to be taken by Bailey Walter. Beamer's shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound. It's going to be recovered by Capital, but we're going to see a foul on the floor. And we'll see who they get on that one. As they're going to get Bailey Walter with her first foul of the game, as we're going to see some substitutions here for Heidelberg. Number 30, Kirsten Kochel, checking into the game. As we'll get you the rest of the numbers here momentarily. Cyphers with the inbounds. Kaylee Redos checks into the game as well. And also in Taylor Repart. Burns with the open three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Redos. Redos pushing the tempo a little bit here for Heidelberg. Look for an outlet pass. Finds one. Very high pass. Nearly loses her handle is Repart, but she's able to come down with it. Back up to Beamers as she resets the offense. Beamers over to Repart. Repart picks up her dribble. Had a shot. Decides against it. Over to Kochel. Kochel drives inside. Shot is up from the foul line, and it's going to be no good. Rebound once again by Cyphers. Taphorn pushing the tempo for Capital this time. Kicks it out to a wide open number 2, Maddie Reese. Decides against the shot, though. Reese gets it out to Burns. Burns back to Taphorn, I believe. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Heidelberg. My apologies. That was actually Amert on the shot. Beamers with the ball, left wing. Gets the screen from Kochel. Kochel back to Beamers. Cross now to number 24, Redos. Redos guarded tightly. She picks up her dribble, gets it into Walter. Walter hands it off to Beamers. Beamers from the top of the key, up and no good. Rebound once again by Capital. Brooke Beamers' struggles continue from the floor as we saw her go 1 for 15 in their first matchup against John Carroll. Shot's up and good as Capital takes the lead for the first time tonight as Maddie Reese connects on the 10-footer. Beamers guarded by Taphorn. Gets it over to Kochel. Kochel over to Walter. Walter now to Repart. Repart back to Beamers. Over now to Redos. Redos drives inside. Toss it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Capitals. We're going to see 2 subs come in for the Crusaders. Let's get you those numbers here momentarily as they have a third substitution coming in. It appears it's Demi Brewer has checked into the game. There's only 3 seconds left. Got to get a shot off. It's Beamer's deep shot. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound by Heidelberg, however. So they get to reset that shot clock. Redos with the ball. Kochel now with the ball. Back over to Beamers. Beamers inside to Walter. Walter trying to draw the foul. Loses her handle on it. As this is going to be a scrum on the floor. Going to be a jump ball. And possession arrow is going to go in favor of Capital here. So it will be Capital ball on the jump ball. Checked in for Capital, number 34, Maggie Duggad. As I believe another number is checked in as well. So we'll get you that number here momentarily. That's number 20. 22, I want to say, Erica Linder. As they reset the offense here, Brewer with the ball. Shot is up, and it's going to be good, so make that a 4-point lead for Capital now, 8-4. Kilps with the ball, trying to drive inside, goes up with the shot, and it's going to be no good. And they're going to have a jump ball. This is going to stay with Heidelberg, and quick correction, it was actually Katie Burke who has checked into the game, and not number 34. As now we have Gabby Ledbetter checking into the game. And I got to tell you, I think the numbers might be off a little bit for Capital, as Gabby Ledbetter listed in the program as 5'9", but that is much taller than 5'9" out there on the floor for number 25. Gets shot up, and that is going to be Coach will now be going to the line to shoot two. As also checked in for Heidelberg now, number 32, Alyssa Martin. So out on the floor for Heidelberg, you have Repart, Martin, Kilps, Kochel, and it appears to be Redos as the first shot is up and good. And then for Capital, we have Maddie Reese, saw her out there. We have Maddie Duggood, number 34. We have a 25 that is allegedly Gabby Ledbetter. As the shot is up and going to be no good. Last touched by Capital. So go out of bounds. Heidelberg ball. Nice job there with the opportunity to get some more points here for the Student Princes. Kochel with a nice inbounds. Gets it to Kilps. Kilps picks up her dribble. Open look for Kochel. Kochel drives inside. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, but they're going to get her for the offensive foul. So it'll be Capital basketball here with 3:35 to go in this first quarter. And that is number 22, Erica Linder, out there on the floor. So Linder, Dogood, Ledbetter. As I have to imagine, they actually mean Katie Burke is at number 25. As they actually changed the call now as well. I'm going to say it was a blocking foul, as Heidelberg will get the ball back. And Kochel is actually going to the line. Okay. So different numbers, different communications from the officials. We got ourselves a ball game out there tonight, folks. Shot is up and no good. Awaiting the second shot. Second shot up and good, so she splits the pair, making it, you have to correct that, as they have it 9-5 Capital, where it's actually 8-6 Capital, as now they correct it. Good defense there by Repart. Repart loses the handle. It's going to be over to 22 Linder. Linder's shot is up and no good. Last touch by Capital player, but it's going to also be touched by Kochel. She was able to swat it back at him, as we're going to have a full unit substitution here for Capitals. I believe we're back to most of our starters. Let's check the numbers here. I see Cyphers, Roach, Taphorn. My apologies here as I'm looking at the rest of the numbers. Burns and Burns. Roach's shot is up, no good. Rebound going to be recovered by Burns. Burns on the dribble. Gets out to the right wing. That is to Taphorn. Taphorn gets it in, but Burns loses the handle, and that'll be another turnover for Capital. It'll be Heidelberg basketball. As my apologies, also in is Brooke Amert, as Aaron Burns currently not in the game. Martin with the ball. Gets it over to Redos. Redos decided against the handoff there. Picks up her dribble. No, she's still able to hold on to it. Kilps with the ball top of the key. As Kilps is going to reset the offense here. 2:35 to go in this first quarter. Martin on the screen looking for the pick and roll. Decides against it. Down to Cheney, as Cheney has a 24-second shot clock violation. As we're going to see a mass substitution here for Heidelberg as Kochel checks out, Repper checks out, and Kilps checking out. Now in Clara Smith, Kaylee Redos, Brooke Beamer, and then also checked back into the game is number 34, Sadie Cheney. Burns brings the ball up the floor. Decides against the screen from Amert. Still working with the ball. Gets it to Taphorn, right wing, as Taphorn looks like she took a shot to the eye as she reached in there. And those just hurt when that happens, but Taphorn seems to be okay. As we are going to have a substitution here. Coming back into the game is Erica Linder. Taphorn on the inbounds. And get to Burns at the top of the key. Deep three-pointer if she decides to go for it, but she doesn't. Trying to drive inside, nothing there. Gets it back to Cyphers, top of the key. Three-pointer is good, making it 11-6. Capital on top. Smith with the ball, getting it across the timeline. Gets it down to Martin. Martin's shot is going to be up and good, but they're going to say she shuffled the shoes. Going to be a big turnover there, even though she did make the shot. And she'll be checking out as we're going to see Bailey Walter check back into the game. Cyphers with the ball. Gets it over to Taphorn. Back to Cyphers. Cyphers up to Linder. Linder back to Taphorn. Taphorn with a quick throw down to Amert. Amert shot up and good, making it 13-6. We're going to have a 30-second timeout here. Capital in very much cruise control right now. 13-6. Minute 38 to go in this first quarter of action. Heidelberg Athletics would like to thank the many sponsors who support our student princes, including Old Fort Banking Company, Bear Brothers, Bench Warmers Restaurant, Bright Wireless, Bascom Communications, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Dr. Mark Akers, and Ralph's Joy of Living. And for those of you just joining us, welcome to Seiberling Gymnasium here in Tiffin, Ohio, on the campus of Heidelberg University. Matt Koppman bringing the action live tonight as Heidelberg currently down 13-6 with a minute 38 to go in this first quarter of action against the visiting Capital Crusaders. Out on the floor for Heidelberg, number 25, Bailey Walter, number 3, Clara Smith, 22, Brooke Beamer, 24, Kaylee Redos, and number 34, Sadie Cheney. Smith with the ball, guarded tight by Burns. Picks up her dribble, nearly gets it taken away. Recovered by Beamer. Cross-court pass, nearly out of bounds from Beamer. Smith over to Redos. Redos drives side. She has the ball stripped away from her by Burns. Burns driving. She's going to go coast to coast. No, not able to come up with it. Rebound by Cheney as they are causing a scrum down there. Finally going to get the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Capital, as they are calling for the full court press here. And very easy to hear the calls from the officials and coaching staff with an empty gymnasium tonight. Beamer cross court to Smith. Smith, top of the key. Over to Redos. Redos to Walter. Walter back to Smith in the left wing. 5 seconds on the clock, and this can be poked away by Capital once again for another transition layup. So we're under a minute to go. 15-6, Capital on top. Smith driving inside, looking to draw the foul. She's going to get the blocking foul. And going to draw that against Kaylee Cyphers, or at least who we presume to be Kaylee Cyphers. As Hannah Kilps checks into the game now for Heidelberg, and Demi Brewer is checking in for Burns for Capital. Walter with the ball. Cheney gets the ball now. He's going to be taken out top of the key to Kilps. Kilps guarded tight by Brewer. Picks up her dribble. Get handed to Redos. Redos hands it to Cheney. Cheney drives inside. Thinks about shot. Decides to take it, and she's going to miss a little bit there. Rebound by Capital as Brewer trying to drive up the floor for a nice pass into Cyphers, as that's going to be good for another basket. 5 seconds left in the quarter. as they put the shot up, and it's going to be no good. So to end the first quarter of action, 17-6. Capital in complete control. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Berg Athletic Network. (17-6), Capital in control as we start the second quarter of action here from Seiberling Gymnasium. Demi Brewer gets the inbounds pass from Taphorn. Brewer guarded tight. Picks up her dribble. It's going to be over to, not Taphorn, my apologies, I'll get you the number here in a moment. That is Linder appears to be out on the floor. So Taphorn, Linder, and Brewer are your guards. Driving in, Taphorn shot up and good with the right hand off the backboard. 19-6. Capital absolutely rolling in this one. Kilps with the ball in the left wing. Good screen there from Cheney as Kilps gets the ball to her. Driving inside. Cheney looks for a shot. It's going to be up and no good. Rebound recovered by Capital. Burr with the ball. Over to Ledbetter. Ledbetter gets it to Linder. Linder now to Taphorn. Taphorn back down to Brewer in the left corner. Brewer drives inside. Shot is up, no good. As Kilps is going to lose the handle of it, though. Rebound on the rebound. Going to remain Capital basketball. Quick stat information for you. For Capital, leading all scorers tonight is Kaylee Cyphers with 9. They have 2 girls tied with 4, Brooke Amert and Erica Linder. Brewer gets the ball into Amert, now over to Taphorn. Taphorn back to Amert. Amert into Linder in the right wing. Linder shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Cyphers, wide open for the easy second chance bucket. 21-6. Capital on top. Kilps with the balls. We're going to see Alyssa Martin get ready to check in here in a moment. Kilps clearly lost it. She's going to recover. Gets it to Walter. Now resetting the offense back over to Kilps. Now to Redos. Redos' shot is up and no good. Rebound by Taphorn. As Taphorn slowing the tempo down, getting the marching orders from Dixie Jeffers. Coach Jeffers in her 35th year as a coach. My goodness. Taphorn over to Amert. Amert back out to Taphorn. Taphorn from the three-point area, and it's good from the corner. Makes it 24-6 as we're going to have a 30-second timeout here from Coach Ferry, and this is just getting out of hand at this point. 24-6, Capital on top. Berg Athletics is holding a sealed bid auction in conjunction with the reverse raffle that just completed yesterday evening with our final raffle drawing here at halftime. There are 13 great items still up for bid, including a lot of Berg gear, a football autographed by Browns defensive end Myles Garrett, and much, much more. The auction closes at noon on Monday. To view the items and the bid, visit bergathletics.com/auction. And a special reminder that HD video for today's game, as well as every game here on the Berg Athletics Network this season, comes courtesy of Mr. Dick Schultz from the class of 1953. So Heidelberg looking to regroup here, down by 18 with 7:55 to go in the first half, 24-6, as we're going to see a full bench substitution for Capital here in a moment. Kilps with the ball across the timeline. Gets it to Martin, who checked back into the game. Martin over to Walter. Walter now to Beamer. Beamer thinks about driving inside, doesn't have a lane. Gives it to Kilps. Kilps gets it down to Martin. Martin loses her handle. Shot's going to be up and no good. Rebound by Walters. Walters' shot is up, no good. But she is going to go to the line to shoot two. As we're going to see a full-scale substitution here for Capital in just a moment. As they're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. So now out on the floor is Maddie Reese. Looks like number 12. Or, my apologies, yes, number 12 down there. As Emma Burns is checked back into the game. Number 14, Allison Roach. Number 25, Gabby Ledbetter. As well as number 34, Katie Burke, as the first shot is up and good. So 24-7 now. Second shot is no good. Too hard off the back of the rim. Rebound by Reese. Reese gets it up the floor to Burns. Burns fakes the shot. Pulls up for a quick one. It's going to be no good. Rebound by Heidelberg. Beamer with a nice crossover move to open up some space for herself. Drives inside. Kicks it out to Redos. Redos nowhere to go. Gets it over to Walter. Walter starting to reset this offense a bit. Nice little move herself. Gets it over to Beamer. Beamer, three-pointer, no good. Off the back of the rim once again. Another rebound by Burns. Burns guarded by Kilps. Gets it over to Reese. Reese trying to get to Ledbetter. Ledbetter, easy basket. Again, I will simply say I level a charge of shenanigans. That is Gabby Ledbetter, listed at 5'9" as a forward. Beamer with the ball. In the right wing, gets it to Martin. Martin deep at the top of the key. Over to Kilps. Kilps back to Redos. Redos gets away from the defender, still on her feet. Gets it to Beamer. Beamer, shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound on the play by Katie Burke. Looking to get into Ledbetter. Ledbetter, shot is up and good. As she makes it look easy out there. 28-7. A complete runaway now for Capital. 5:55 to go in this first half of action. Heidelberg looking to try and respond to this offensive output we're getting from Capital. Allison Martin shot up, no good. Going to get Ledbetter on the foul. As checking in the game is going to be Sadie Cheney, and you're going to have someone checking in for Martin here at the conclusion of these shots. First shot is up, and it's going to be no good. So score remains 28-7. Awaiting the second shot from Martin. Shot is up, and that one's going to be good. So they're going to be able to get Kochel in to replace Martin. So Martin, her couple minutes there, did some good things defensively and got a point on the board for Heidelberg. Burke gets the inbounds back to Reese. Full court press in effect for Heidelberg. Gets it across the timeline to Burns. Burns over to Burke. Into Ledbetter. Easy layup once again. As that makes it now 30-8 Capital. Kilps with the ball. Guarded tight in the right wing. Gets a screen from Cheney. Goes against it. Over to Beamer. Back out to Kochel. Kochel thought about the three, decided against it, nearly has it stripped away, and somehow retains possession. Gets her own rebound, goes up for the shot. No foul called as she loses the handle again. Now we get a call for a foul as they're going to get Katie Burke on that foul. As we do have a substitution, we'll see who is checking out. As Ledbetter is going to check out, and Taphorn checks back in. Kochel gets the inbounds over to Cheney, back up to Kilps. Kilps to Beamer. Beamer pulls up for the shot, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Kochel. They're going to say last touch, however, as it was going out of bounds by Capital, as Beamer, I'll tell you what, her shot struggles have continued as she is now 0 for 7 on the floor as they do pull her to let Clara Smith get in. Kilps on the inbounds looking for an outlet. Gets one with Redos. Redos nearly loses the handles, able to recover it though. Up to Kilps, resetting the offense. Back to Redos in the right wing. Redos with the leaping throw is going to get to Cheney though on the second chance bucket. Puts it in as Heidelberg breaks double digits, 30-10 with 4:35 to go in this first half of action. And it looks like Burke has the ball. It's going to be over to Roach. Roach inside to Amert. Amert cross court to Burns. Burns' three-pointer up and good. My goodness. When it rains, it pours for Heidelberg. 33-10. 4:13 to go in the half. Cheney with the ball. Gets it to Redos. Redos, nice cross move to get inside. Goes up with your step and good for the bucket. 33-12 now. As Heidelberg's starting to find a bit of an offensive rhythm. Reese with the ball, has it stripped away, going to be recovered by Taphorn though. Open shot for Burns, no good. Rebound by Cheney. Kilps with the ball, gets across the timeline to Redos. Redos had a three, decided against it. Now she takes the three and it's going to be good, nothing but net. 33-15. Capital still in complete control, but Heidelberg starting to make a bit of a run here. With the ball now is Roach. Roach gets it down into Amert. Amert out to Burns in the left corner. Taphorn tries to draw the screen. Burns goes up for the shot. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Kochel. Kochel to Kilps. Kilps up the floor to Redos. Redos drives inside. Shot is up. No good. Rebound on the play by Amert. Reese with the ball. Pushing the tempo as she's going to drive in. Shot is up, and it's going to be blocked by Kochel. As we do have a foul on the play, as they're going to get Cheney with her second foul of the game. As Brewer gets the inbounds. Gets a set and hands it back off to Roach. Roach back out to Amert. Amert has Taphorn. Taphorn three-pointer, and that's going to be no good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Kochel. 2:35 to go in the half. Kilps cross the timeline. Guarded tight. She looking to go coast to coast. Instead, kicks it out to Clara Smith. Smith with the pump fake. Back over to Kilps. Kilps resetting the offense. Kilps gets it over to Cheney. Cheney back to Kilps. Kilps goes up for the shot, and it's going to be drawing the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two here, as that will be the fourth foul, of the half against Capital. As Kilps currently for Heidelberg, one of the few with points in the game with two. Unable to make it a third point in that one as the ball goes in and out. Score remains 33-15 with 2:16 to go in this half. Kilps' second shot up and no good as well. Rebound on the play by Linder. Linder to Taphorn. Taphorn really pushes the tempo. Gets it over to number 13, Demi Brewer. Brewer resetting the offense for Capital. Now over to Roach in the right wing. Roach tries to drive inside, decides against it. Back across to Taphorn, then back to Linder. Linder with the screen from Amert. Nearly loses the handle. Amert kicks it back out to a wide open Brewer. Shot is up and no good. Rebound by Cheney as Cheney has the ball stripped away from her, but it's going to remain Heidelberg possession as a little bit of a lack of urgency out there on the floor for Heidelberg, and that is going to make things very interesting as, my goodness, Amr just immediately capitalized on that one. So Brooke Beamer checks back into the game as well as Bailey Walter. So out on the floor for Heidelberg is going to be Smith, Kilps, Walter, Kochel, and Beamer. Kilps gets the ball, gets it into Kochel. Kochel somehow comes down with it. Drives inside, nice step move, up and no good. Last touched by Capital. As Coach Jeffers trying to figure out why that wasn't a travel on that one, as great step move by Kochel. Looked dangerously close to a travel, though. I will give her credit on that one. Kochel back to Kilps after getting the inbounds pass. Up to Beamer. Beamer trying to get something going offensively. Still left scoreless, as they're going to say an offensive foul this time. With 1:15 to go, as they are going to get... I'll make sure I get the number right here, as I thought I saw. They're going to actually get Kochel on that, her first foul of the game. So we've kind of hit a stalemate here. Score remains 33-15. As Brewer gets the ball. Across the timeline. Into the left wing. That is to Burns. Erin Burns. Seen her for the first time this evening. As we're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to remain Capital ball as Brewer tried to drive it, and Cheney just would not let her. My apologies, not Cheney, Walter actually got in on that one. As we're now under a minute to go. As we're going to have a big offensive foul there as Erin Burns just kind of ran full steam into Clara Smith. As Smith slow to get up, she took it hard on the shoulder, and Burns actually limping a little bit too. Yeah, she took a pretty nasty collision to her knee. As now we had the officials' timeouts, we did have a change of possession that needed to occur, so now they have the possession arrow going the right way. Kilps gets the inbounds pass, guarded by Allison Roach. Kilps picks up her dribble, looking for somebody to throw to, finds Beamer. Beamer with the ball, picks up her dribble, now over to Kochel. Kochel trying to find an outlet pass, has to pick up her dribble. This could be stripped away, as it's going to be another jump ball by Taphorn. Then she just kind of hands the ball off in frustration there. Had that whistle been a second later, that would have been a big steal for Taphorn. Clara Smith on the inbounds. Looking for any type of outlet pass. Finds it in Kilps. Kilps, top of the key. Kicks inside to Beamer. Beamer out to Smith. Smith, open three-pointer, no good. Last touched by Capitals. We're at 26 seconds to go in this first half of action. It has been all Capital so far. 33-15, leading comfortably in this one. I'd like to remind you, HD video for today's game as well as every game here on the Berg Athletics Network this season comes courtesy of Mr. Dick Schultz from the class of 1953. Beamers with the ball at the foul line. Ball is stripped away. It's going to be recovered by Capital. Capital, nice heads-up pass to Taphorn. Taphorn going coast to coast for the easy lay-in. 35-15 now. Just about 10 seconds to go. Beamer with the ball, looking for the last shot opportunity. Decides against it. Going to give it to Kochel for the shot. The shot is blocked by Taphorn. And that is going to do it for the first half of action. My goodness, Heidelberg probably can't wait to get to the locker room after what a rough first half they just experienced. 35-15 is your score at the half. Capital in complete control at this current stage. We're going to pause for a couple minutes, come back and bring you a recap of the first half of action, then get you ready for the second half here on the Berg Athletic Network, courtesy of Boxcast.tv. Welcome back to Seiberling Gymnasium. Your site of tonight's OAC matchup between Capital University and Heidelberg University here on the Berg Athletics Network, courtesy of Boxcast.tv and Mr. Dick Schultz from the class of 1953. Hi again, everybody. Matt Kottman bringing the action live tonight as we did get our stats in from the first half of action, and from a team stat line, well, the tail is in the tape, as they say, as currently Capital shooting 50% from the night, 16 of 32, 3 of 8 from three-point land for 37%. Heidelberg, on the other hand, currently shooting 5 of 29, 1 for 6 from three-point land, 4 of 10 from the free throw line. Worth noting, the field goal percentage, 5 of 29, is 17%. The three-point percentage, currently 16%. Leading Heidelberg scorers with 5 points is Kaylee Redos. Right behind her is Bailey Walter with 3, Sadie Cheney with 2, Hannah Kilps with 2, Kirsten Kochel with 2, and then Alyssa Martin with 1, and that is it for the scoring for Heidelberg. For Capital, first off, a clarification. We can confirm that number 25, Gabby Ledbetter, is in fact wearing number 25 tonight, as we had a typo between the official stat column and the pronunciation sheet, as I usually tend to run off of my pronunciation keys there, so my apologies to Gabby Ledbetter. I will revoke my charge of shenanigans. You are, in fact, you. Congratulations. But they have just absolutely rolled in their matchup tonight. Leading all scorers with 11 is Kaylee Cyphers, number 24. Then Carolyn Taphorn has 7. And then the rest of the stat line is Ledbetter with 6. Amert and Linder with 4 apiece. And then closing out the scoring is Emma Burns with her 1 3-pointer. Steals of the game 4 for Capital, 1 for Heidelberg. Turnover 6 for Heidelberg, 3 for Capital. 10 total assists for Capital, just a single assist for Heidelberg. Biggest lead of the game so far has been 23 points, held at 4:26 to go in the first half by Capital. Heidelberg, their largest lead was 2 in the first quarter with 8:41 to go. Best scoring run, you had a 16-0 run by Capital from second quarter starting at 7:58. Heidelberg, their best scoring run was 5 points in the second quarter of 3:43. Time with the lead, 47 seconds for Heidelberg, 15 minutes, 9 seconds for Capital. There's been 2 times the game is tied and 1 time with a lead change. In the paint, Capital has 18 points, 10 off of turnovers, 4 second chance, 4 fast break, and 10 off of the bench. As we're about to get this second half underway, Capital will start with the ball. And Emma Burns will take it out from the inbounds from Taphorn. Burns guarded tight by Clara Smith. Over to Roach. Roach over to Taphorn. Taphorn down low. And that was to Amert. Amert into Cyphers as she just picks up where she left off. As that'll now make it 37-15 as they score right away to get this second half action underway. Cheney hands it off to Beamer. Beamer over to Kilps. Kilps looking to get inside to Bailey Walter or Sadie Cheney. Finds Beamer. Beamer drives inside. Has the ball stripped away. It's going to be recovered by Amert. Taphorn pushing the tempo. Getting the ball up the floor. That is to Burns. Burns guarded tight. Picks up her dribble. Cross court pass to Taphorn. Taphorn into Amert. Amert back out to Taphorn. Gets the screen. Drives in for the give and go. But unfortunately, a little too hard of a pass there from Taphorn. Out of bounds. Going to be Heidelberg basketball. Heidelberg Athletics would like to thank the many sponsors who support our student princes, including Domino's, Jeffrey Jewelry, Madison Street Tavern, Maumee Bay Turf Center, Mercy Health, Tiffin Foundation, MJ Brown Construction, National Machinery, and JDH Construction. Kilps gets the screen, drives inside, nearly loses her handle, gives it up to Smith. Smith back up to the top of the key to Cheney. Cheney's shot is up and no good. Rebound by Burns. Burns slowing things down, guarded by Brooke Beamer. Burns picks up her dribble in the left wing, gets it up to Roach at the top of the key. Takes it over to the right wing, gets the screen from Seifer as they get into Seifer as well. Now out to Amert as they're going to lose the handle with 1 second left, as they're going to say the shot clock went off. And it's going to be an interesting discussion here, because is it a shot clock violation, or do they have to reset now because it went out of bounds, and do they get reset at that 13-second mark? Be very curious to see what the officials decide to do here, as we are still awaiting the call. So they're going to say to put 1 second on the shot clock. So Capital's going to have to turn and shoot basically right away to avoid a shot clock violation. And unfortunately unable to avoid it, as they hit nothing but the dirt there, nothing but the ground, excuse me, as that will be a turnover. Heidelberg basketball now. Kilps with the ball, guarded tightly by Roach. Kilps gets it to Cheney, top of the key. Cheney picks up her dribble, guarded tight by Amert, over to Beamers. Beamers up and no good, as her struggles on the offensive side continue, as now they're going to get Beamer with the foul as well. I've got to imagine Redos is about to check in here, most likely. Oh, no, my apologies. Actually, I thought they were going to have her check in for Beamer, but instead, Clara Smith gets the breather. 37-15, only one score so far in the second half of action. As Burns has the ball, guarded by Redos, gets away with the screen. Gets it to Amert. Amert over to Taphorn. Taphorn thinking about a three, decides against it. Has her give and go, taken away by Beamer. Beamer nearly loses her handle as Amert gets behind her. Shot up for Redos, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Walter, as we're going to have a hard foul on the floor there. As Walter is going to go to the line to shoot two, as they're going to get number 23, Amert, with the foul. And I'll tell you what, Amert got the receiving end of that one, even though she got called with the foul. First shot for Walter, up and good. HD video for today's game, as well as every game here on the Berg Athletic Network this season, comes courtesy of Mr. Dick Schultz from the class of 1953. Second shot up and good as well. So score now stands 37-17, maintaining a 20-point lead for Capital. Burns gets the inbounds from Cyphers, cross the timeline now. Over to Taphorn. Taphorn up to Roach. Roach decides against the three-pointer, tries to kick it inside to Amert, it looks like. But they're going to say it was out of bounds, last touched by Capital, as they huddle for the inbounds play, see what they're going to come up with. 7:07 to go in this third quarter of action. To get the inbounds, that is going to be Roach. Roach into Amert. Amert to Taphorn. Taphorn fakes the handoff. She's going to go down baseline. Open shot for Cyphers. It's going to be up and no good. Rebound by Taphorn. My apologies, that's Amert. She took a hard foul there, as they're going to get... I don't see who they actually got on that when they said 34. Okay, so they got Sadie Cheney on the foul. Inbounds to Amert, back up to Roach, over to Burns now, top of the key. Burns gets away from one defender, looking for Cyphers on the pick and roll as she gets it easily in. No one there to cover it. Cyphers with the easy bucket. Kilps guarded tight once again by Roach. Over to Beamer in the right wing. Beamer has a shot, decides against it, gives it on the pick and roll to Cheney. Cheney shot up, no good. Rebound by Walter. Walter puts the shot up, and she's going to get another foul, as that was a really hard hit again by Amert. As at some point, you might want to check Amert out. She's taking a couple hard hits on these fouls. Give her a chance to regroup here, as seems to be the case, as Katie Burke getting ready to check in for Capitals. They will check her in. As then number 22, Erica Linder, checking in as well. As my apologies, Maddie Dogood has checked into the game for Capital, is not Katie Burke. Walters' first shot up and good. As Coach Jeffers making her opinion known about the hard offensive play from Walter. As Walter's going to check out, replaced by Kochel. As the inbounds goes to Dogood. Dogood back over to Brewer, it looks like, who's checked into the game, as it is Demi Brewer. Brewer into the left wing. Guarded tight. Gets the pick from Cyphers. Now over to Linder. Linder gets the screen from Dogood. Another screen for Brewer. Brewer over to Dogood once again. They're going to lose her handle. She is going to lose it. Going to be recovered by Kilps. Lots of extra passing going on down there for Capital, with another nice crossover move by Kilps behind the back to get the defenders off of her scent. My goodness, what a nice play there. And we are going to get an offensive foul against Redos, as the Capital bench, they definitely have been waiting for an offensive foul there. Smith is going to check into the game to replace Kilps. So score remains 39-19. 20-point margin continues to hold for Capital. That's Burns on the pass the timeline. At the foul line now, looking for a pass. Gets it into Dogood. Dogood shot up and good. Making it 41-19. Not much you can do there defending against Dogood. Listen to the program at 6'3". Redos with the ball. Gets inside. It's going to be poked away, but they're going to get Dogood on the foul, I believe. So we'll see who they get on. Oh, my apologies. Actually got on Cyphers. And that is her third foul, actually, of the game. Cheney gets the inbounds back over to Smith. Smith over to Beamer. Beamer shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound can be recovered by Beamer as she loses her footing. Able to get the pass off, though, to Clara Smith. Smith shot up and good. As we're going to get ready to see Gabby Ledbetter check back into this game as well. Dugan gets the inbound, gets it across to Cyphers. Cyphers cross the timeline, slowing things down, hands it back off to Brewer. Brewer tries to drive inside, goes baseline. Skip passes can be taken away by Heidelberg, as Cheney's the one who comes up with it. Redos with the ball. Nice skip pass as well to Smith. Back to Redos. Redos inside to Kochel. Kochel looking for somebody. Finds Beamer. Beamer resetting the offense here with 4:20 to go in this third quarter. Redos with the ball. Now back to Cheney, top of the key. Over to Beamer. Inside to Kochel. Shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound recovered by Cyphers as she gets it over to Linder. Linder up the court to Brewer. Brewer looking to get inside as we're going to have a timeout taken, as they're going to take a 30-second here. No, actually, they're going to take a full. So a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Berg Athletics Network. 41-22, Capital on top against Heidelberg as we break the timeout. Gabby Ledbetter checks back into the game for Capital. Gabby Ledbetter, worth noting, in the about 5 minutes of time that she had in the first half of action, she absolutely rolled to 6 points without missing a beat for Capital. Just really impressive performance from her. Inbounds gets to Linder. Linder's shot is up, no good. Rebound by Heidelberg's. We're going to get a foul called. I think this one's going to go against Ledbetter for a little bit of a reach-in. As they are going to get Ledbetter on the reach-in foul. Clara Smith with the ball. Gets across the timeline. Over to Beamers. Beamer to Kochel. Kochel over to Smith. Smith inside the Cheney on the right block. My apologies. I lost my train of thought for a brief moment. Rebound comes up with it. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to remain with Capital. Or my apologies, with Heidelberg here. My apologies on that one. It will be Heidelberg ball. 3:32 to go in this third quarter. We're going to have a quick officials timeout as Ledbetter blew a tire there. Needed to retie her shoe. Inbounds to Kochel, up to Cheney, get to Smith right away, top of the key to reset. Beamer looking for a shot, decides to put one up, and it's going to not go in. But she's finally going to go to the line to shoot two as Brooke Beamer, her struggles on the floor continue tonight in absolute earnest as she now is 0 for 11 from the floor. Looking to get her first points of the night. Maddie Reese checks into the game as well as Taphorn checking back in. First shot is up and good, so Beamer gets on the scorer's table with her first point of the night. Second shot up and good. So score now stands 41-24 as Beamer gets her first 2 points of the night. Taphorn with the ball. Guarded tight by Redos. Redos gets it, or my apologies, that's Taphorn, gets it all the way in as Ledbetter there with the rebound. Loser handle can be recovered by Dogood. Dogood puts it up for the easy second chance bucket, 43-24. Heidelberg, worth noting, is in the bonus. Here as we're going to see a steal on the play by Taphorn. Taphorn, nice shot put throw to get down to Reese. Reese's shot up good and one. As apologies, that's actually Erica Linder that gets in. And she's going to go to the line for the and one attempt as we get ready to see Allison Martin check back into the game. And Bailey Walter as well. As my apologies, Alyssa Martin getting ready to check back into the game. Awaiting the shot from Linder. Shot is up and good. So making a three-point play, 46-24. Kilps driving, nearly loses her handle. Gets a nice screen from Martin to open things up. Get back to the top of the key. Over to Walter. Walter in the left wing, trying to get inside to Martin. Martin gets the ball. Shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Dogood for Capital with 2:30 to go in this half. We're going to see some more substitutions in a moment for Capital. Taphorn with the ball at the left wing. Guarded by Redos. Gets the screen from Ledbetter. Gets it on the pick and go. As Ledbetter shot up and good. Easy transition basket. Or my apologies, not transition basket. Easy pick and go basket for Capital on that one. Martin with the ball. Right wing. Picks up her dribble. Gonna toss it down to Smith. Smith looking for a pass. It's going to be tipped away by Reese. Reese pushing the tempo. Gates across the timeline. Still driving hard. Now she's going to slow things down and reset. Taphorn with the ball. Gets it into Ledbetter. Ledbetter looking for the shot. Shot goes up, and she's not going to get it. Rebound by Martin with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Redos with the ball in the left wing. Back up to Kilps. Kilps now to Walter. Walter hands it off to Redos. Shot up by Redos as they're going to say there was a foul on the play. As they're going to get Reese on that one. That'll be Redos going to the line to shoot 2. And here comes some substitutions. Number 33, Olivia Lemon, checking in for Alyssa Martin, as well as number 10, Carrie Wyman, checking in for Capital. And Demi Burris checking in for Taphorn. So we got 2 shots here, minute 24 to go in this third quarter. Capital comfortably on top, 48-24. First shot up and no good, rattled around the rim a little bit. And the second shot is up, and that one is good. The score now stands 48-25. Capital still in complete control, but Heidelberg looking to try and get some more points on the board and make this one a ball game. Burr with the ball, nearly loses the handle. Nice crossover to get Redos off her. Has the pick and roll for Ledbetter, decides against it. Wyman with the ball, gets it back over to Brewer. Brewer drives inside, gets it to Ledbetter. Ledbetter shot up and good as Ledbetter now over double digits on the game with 10 points on the night. Kilps drives the baseline. Shot is up, no good. As they're going to say, she drew the foul. And she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 48.2 left to go in this third quarter. So they're going to get Wyman on the foul. Kilp's first shot up and good. Awaiting the second shot now from Kilps. Second shot is good as well. Brewer with the ball, taking it across the timeline. Good drive inside, unable to get anything, kicks it out to Burns, who checked back into the game for the easy 3 from the corner. 53-27. Redos back to Kilps. Kilps to Smith. Smith looking for someone to get it to. Gets it to Walter. Walter, three-pointer, decides against it. Kilps inside to Lemon. Lemon shot is up and is going to be no good, but another foul called against Ledbetter. As Olivia Lemon going to the line to shoot 2 with 12.8 to go. That's the third foul for Ledbetter. First shot is up and good. So score now stands 53-29. My apologies, 53-28 still. Second shot up and good as well. So 53-29. Capital still on top by 22 as Ledbetter checks out of the game. In to replace her is number 23. That is Brooke Amert. Amert gets the ball back to Brewer. Brewer pushing the tempo. 10 seconds left. No, less time than that. Drives inside, gets the pass. It's going to be taken by Duguid. Duguid somehow comes up with it. 1 second left. They got to get the shot off, and they don't. So 3 quarters down, 1 to go. Heidelberg currently down 53-29 against Capital when we come back from the Berg Athletic Network. Heidelberg Athletics would like to thank the many sponsors who support our student princes, including Carmi's Barbecue and Grill, OSST Sport USA, and ProTrax, Parkhurst Catering, Paula's Eye Care Associates, Pit Stop, Pregame Sports and Entertainment, PT Service, Rehabilitation, and Quad Transportation. 10 minutes left to go in this game. 53-29, Capital in complete control as they start with the ball in this fourth quarter. Burns with the ball in the right wing. Gets it over to Taphorn. Taphorn guarded by Beamer. Taphorn drives inside, kicks it out to Burns. Burns had a three-pointer, but was unable to hold on to it as the shot is up and no good as Amert gets the hard foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot two here as they're going to get Olivia Lemon, it appears, with her first foul. As they're going to say, correction, not in the act of shooting, which is a bit of a surprise. They're going to say it was on the floor. As they get the inbounds, it's going to be taken by Cyphers. Cyphers over to Amert. Amert back to Taphorn. Taphorn drives inside, little dump pass into Cyphers for the easy bucket, making it now 55-29. Give you some stats here. We get the next dead ball situation from the third quarter of action. Lemon with the ball over to Kilps in the left wing. Gets it down inside the Coachell in the left block as we're going to have a reach-in foul against Amert as, real quick, leading all scorers tonight with 15 points is Kaylee Cyphers. Then 10 for Gabby Ledbetter, 7 for Taphorn and Erica Linder. Coachell gets the inbound, gives it to Kilps. Kilps, three-point shot up and no good. Rebound bounces off a few different players. It's finally going to be recovered by Burns. She's taking her time, getting across the timeline, now pushing the ball a little bit. To the right wing, guarded tight by Lemon. Gets it over to Taphorn. Taphorn resets the offense. Guarded tight by Coachell. Nearly lose their handle. Back up to Cyphers. Cyphers, three-point ball. No good, a little too hard. Rebound, however, by Amert as she gets the and one. 57-29 now the score, as this has just turned into a complete runaway. This will be the third foul called. Oh, my apologies. Actually, that's corrected. That was actually the first foul against number 2 for Heidelberg, who's checked into the game. That is Taylor Repart. Kilps gets the ball to Beamer. Beamer drives inside. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Lemon. Back out to Repart. Repart back to Beamer. Beamer shot up. No good again. Rebound by Amert as Amert is going to draw the foul as the pretty aggressive play in the paint on those rebounds is starting to get calls against Heidelberg here. As rounding out the scoring for Capital with 6 points, Emma Burns, 4 points, Brooke Amert, and 4 points, Maddie Dugood. We'll get you Heidelberg scoring here in a moment. Burns with the open look three, and no good. A little too hard off the backboard and the rim, as that's going to be last touched by Capital. Leading the scores for Heidelberg, Bailey Walter with 7, then Kaylee Redos with 6, and then we have a couple people with 4 and 2 apiece. We'll get you those numbers here momentarily. Kilps guarded by Burns, gets it inside to Coachell. Coachell on the right elbow, moves to the left elbow, gets it down to Lemon. Lemon guarded tight. Nice pass out to Kilps. Kilps shot up and good. Makes it 58-31 with 7:45 to go in this game. Cyphers gets the inbounds pass over to Amert. Amert back to Taphorn. Taphorn across the timeline. Gets a screen from Amert. Nice pick and go as Lemon's going to get another hard foul. My good, Amert has just taken a beating tonight on the floor. She has been on the ground quite a bit from some hard fouls. As we're going to see some more substitutions for Heidelberg as Coach Ferry seems content to start emptying the bench a little bit here to get some minutes in for some of the other players on this squad. Number 42, Alex Carter, checking into the game. Get you the names and players here in just a moment for the rest of the substitutions. Cyphers with the inbounds as she's going to kick it back, but unfortunately Taphorn hadn't gotten back in bounds yet. So that will be Heidelberg basketball. As checking back into the game, number 3, Clara Smith, to go along with Carter. And also number 24, Kaylee Redos. Kochel gets the pass. Going to drive inside, shot up, and good. No foul either way. As Taphorn is very upset about the fact there's no offensive charge foul called there. They break the full court press. Taphorn close to being past the timeline, but she is able to get around it. Burns with the ball, cross court to the other Burns. Shot up and no good. Rebound by Heidelberg. Beamer looking for a pass. Cross court to Redos. Redos loses her handle on it. She's going to step out of bounds, though. So it'll be Capital basketball with 6:40 to go in this game. We're going to see a substitution here momentarily for Capital. Is checking into the game is number 33, Katie Burke. As the inbounds pass goes Cipher back to Taphorn. Taphorn back to Cipher, up to Burke. As we're going to have a timeout taken, a full one by Capital. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Berg Athletic Network. .633 to go in this game. Would like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, in particular Bliss Charters, Threads, Tiffin Air Inc., TiffinApartments.com, Tiffin Deluxe Services, Visic Orthodontics, Viewpoint Graphics, and the Weiniger Family Dentistry. Taphorn with the ball up to Burke. Burke over to Burns. Burns had the pick and roll in her favor, decided against it. Shot up by Burns, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Burns, though. She drives in, gets the and one. Great effort there from Katie Burke, as that is going to be a huge momentum swing in their favor. 60-33 as we're going to see Kilps check back into the game for Clara Smith. As Katie Burke had just checked in a moment ago. Was able to get a nice shot there with the second chance effort. Shot is up and good, completing the three-point play. Kilps with the ball. Kochel gets the pass a little high for her, but she was able to come down with it. Picks up her dribble, gets it into Alex Carter. Carter, shot is up and no good. The rebound going to be a bit of a scrum there as Carter comes down hard on, I believe that's Amert again. My goodness, just substitute her out at this point because she's just taking a beating down in the paint. Feel terrible for her. She's had a really competitive game on the boards. As Heidelberg gets the inbounds pass, Carter gets it in the paint. Out to Beamer. Beamer looking for a shot, decides against it, gives it to Kochel. Coachell drives inside baseline out to Beamer. Beamer shot up and good. First basket from the floor tonight with 5:40 to go in the game for Brooke Beamer. And that has just been the tail of the tape offensively for Heidelberg this evening. Burns with the ball. Gets it to Taphorn. Taphorn loses the handle. It's going to be a reach-in foul called against Redos, as that'll be her second foul of the game. That'll be the third team foul for Heidelberg, I do believe. Oh, no, my apologies. That actually is their fifth. That'll put them in the bonus, actually, at this point. As here we go. Awaiting the first shot from Taphorn. Shot is up and no good. The score remains 61-36. Awaiting the second shot. Second shot up and good. So 62-36 Capital still on top by 26. Beamer with the ball. Puts up a shot and it's going to be good as she somehow gets it to roll in. She seemed a little surprised at that one herself. The score now stands 62-38. Heidelberg down, but putting some points on the board at the very least. Burns passes high and wide and ends up in Ledbetter's hands. The only problem is she's on the bench. Hold on, we have the officials calling in for a substitution as Taphorn going to check out. Linder going to check back in. So Kilps gets the inbounds, crosses the timeline. Coachell on the right elbow, moves to the left elbow, gives it to Beamer. Beamer, top of the key, shot is up and good. Now Beamer starting to get hot here. She now has 8 points on the night. Cyphers gets the ball nearly across the timeline. Now they do with Linder. Linder over to Burke. Burke gets the screen, drives inside, shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Redos. As Redos is going to push the ball herself. 62-40, Heidelberg still down. Redos' shot is up and good. As Heidelberg starting to make a bit of a run here, only a 20-point deficit. 62-42. Burke with the ball once again, over to Burns. Burns has it stripped away by Kilps. Kilps with the ball, has a 2-on-1. Nice crossover move, shot is up, no good. Rebound by Coachell, as we're going to get a foul on the floor, as they're going to get Linder on that one as she reached in a little too far on that rebound attempt, as we're going to see Brewer check back in for Capital. And she'll be checking in for Katie Burke. So 4:01 to go, a 20-point deficit for Heidelberg, down 62-42. Starting to show signs of life offensively, though. Beamer with the ball, drives inside, shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Cyphers. A little bit of a heat check on that one as she was fading away to the side. Burks with the ball, going to lose as they're going to get Beamer on the foul. And admittedly, that foul was more or less a beaten wrong place, wrong time type of foul. So Burns is going to go to the line to shoot two. Carter checking out of the game for Heidelberg. First shot is up, and it's going to be no good. Berg Athletics is holding a sealed bid auction in conjunction with the reverse raffle. There are 13 great items still up for bid, including a lot of Berg gear, a football signed by Browns defensive end Myles Garrett, and a whole lot more. Second shot is good. The auction closes at noon on Monday. To view the items and the bid, visit bergathletics.com/auction. Kilps with the ball, guarded tight by Burns. Gets it over to Beamer in the right wing. Beamer gets a screen, pulls up for the shot, decides against it, gets down to Coachell. Coachell loses the handle, recovered by Redos. Redos somehow comes back up with it, drives in, and shot is up, no good, but she's going to go to the line to shoot two. As Heidelberg again closing the gap just a little bit here. If they can get both of these, they'll be down to a 19-point lead. First shot is up and good. I'll see another substitution here for Capital in a moment. Second shot is good, as now we're going to substitute in as Mimi Barrett is a little excited about getting out there. Nearly ran out before the official blew her in. That's now going to be 63-44. Gets across the timeline. Linder with the ball in the right wing. Driving inside. Pulls away from it. Cyphers open three-pointer, and it's going to be good. That is a big three-pointer for Capital. Gets it back to a 22-point lead. Beamers with the ball. Gets it to Redos. Redos, three-pointer herself, and that's going to be good. Back to a 19-point lead. 3:05 to go in this game. Brewer drives the ball across the timeline. Going around the horn to the right corner. Gets a screen from Cyphers. Loses the handle. We're going to have a jump ball, though. And that's going to make it Heidelberg possession. Nice job by Bailey Walter reaching in to draw the jump ball. HD video for today's game, as well as every game here on the Berg Athletics Network, is courtesy of Mr. Dick Schultz from the class of 1953. Brooke Beamer with the ball over to Kilps. Kilps inside the Coachell, but the pass could go wide to the left, and that'll be out of bounds. 2:37 to go. Capital basketball. And the window of opportunity is starting to close here for Heidelberg to come back in this one. Beamer going to get double teamed at the timeline, somehow able to get through. Gets the pass to Cyphers. Cyphers cross court to Barrett. As we're going to have a timeout called. As they're going to take a 30-second variety. And while they have this timeout, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank our sponsors once again: Old Fort Banking, Bear Brothers, Benchwarmers Restaurant, Bright Wireless, Bascom Communication, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Dr. Mark Akers, Ralph's Joy of Living. Also in on that, Subway, Dundor Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Great Lakes Ace Hardware, Handy Graphics, Hillcrest Golf Club, Fostoria Country Club, Loudon Meadows Golf Club, and of course, the Clover Club. We got our moment here. So also sponsoring these broadcasts for us: Domino's, Jeffrey Jewelry, Madison Street Tavern, Mommy Bay Turf Center, Mercy Health Tiffin Foundation, MJ Brown Construction, National Machinery, and JDH Construction. It looks like Do Good has checked back in for Capital. So we see Brewer, Barrett, Amert, Do Good, and Linder, it appears, as Ledbetter getting ready to check back in as well. Pass goes out, and that is going to be recovered by Amert. Amert just hands it off to Brewer. 2:20 to go in the game. Brewer going around the horn. Driving inside towards the baseline. Shot is up. Going to be no good. A rebound by Kilps. Kilps gets it up to Beamer. Beamer up to Redos. Redos' shot up and good. 66-49 now. Heidelberg still making a game of it here. Brewer spins away from the defense. Over to Amert. Amert over to Linder. Capital content to take their time here and drain as much off the clock as possible. Ten seconds left on the shot clock as Linder draws the foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. And just as important, we're going to see Ledbetter check back in, and she has really made her presence felt offensively in her limited minutes, as she's going to check in for Amert, whose night most likely is done. And I'll tell you what, she's earned the first ice pack on the bus ride home to Columbus tonight. She has played her heart out in today's game and has spent a lot of time on the ground. First shot is up and good for Linder. Makes it 67-49, an 18-point lead for Capital with 1:43 to go. Awaiting the second shot here. It's up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Heidelberg. Kilps with the ball, gets it to Beamer. Beamer drives inside, shot is up, and it's going to be blocked at the net by Brewer as Ledbetter comes up with a big block there. Brewer with the ball, pushing the tempo up the floor. That window for Heidelberg to get back to this one just appears to be closed now after that. Brewer guarded tight as she's going to lose it off of her foot. And they're going to say actually last touch by Heidelberg off of the foot of Redos. As we do have another substitution coming in, as Lindor's night appears to be done into replacers number 10, Wyman. Minute 18 to go in this game. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Capitals have to do something here momentarily. Brewer drives inside. Shot is up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes up with it. She's going to draw the foul, and that is... Oh, if it wasn't wrapped up already, if she makes these two, that's just about going to send this one home. As we'll see what Brewer can do here as Alyssa Martin checks back into the game to replace Kochel. Awaiting the first shot from Brewer. Shot is up, and it's going to be good. Makes that now a 19-point lead with a minute 8 to go. Second shot up, and no good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Bailey Walter as she's going to get to Kilps. Kilps cross court to Beamer. Beamer pulls back looking for a three-point ball. Walter decides against it. Back to Kilps. Under a minute to go here. Alyssa Martin, with the ball. Over to Redos. Redos had an open look, decides against it. Shot is up, and it's going to be good off the bank. Going to make it 68-49, or 51 here. This thing's just about wrapped up now as we're just over 30 seconds to go. Nice steal by Kilps. Going to be recovered by Ledbetter, however. Into Barrett. Barrett's shot up and no good. Blocked by Martin as Beamer pushes the ball up the floor. 24 seconds left. Gets it over to Redos. Redos guarded tight by Brewer. Redos drives the baseline. Shot is going to be up, and they're going to call the foul there. As they're going to call it on Brewer. As that will be her second foul of the night. As we're going to see the shots here from Redos. First one up and good. 68-52 now. As here we go, get ready for the next one. Shot is up and good. So 68-53, 17 seconds pretty much on the clock. As they'll be able to run this one down. As Barrett has the ball, drives inside, loses her handle, and it's going to be recovered by Walter. Walter up the floor to Redos. Redos loses her handle with 1.5 seconds left. It'll be an inbounds pass from Capital, and this one very much is over. Very, very much appreciate seeing the effort there from both teams to close this one out. But Capital is going to move to 1-1 on the season, winning tonight 68-53. Your final score, Heidelberg falling to 1-3 overall on the season. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll be wrapping things up here from Seiberling Gymnasium here on the Berg Athletics Network. And welcome back to Seiberling Gymnasium. Tonight, your final score 68-53. Capital improves to 1-1 on the season as Heidelberg falls to 1-3 overall on the year. We'd like to take this opportunity, we do have the stats coming in, to remind you to tune in next Friday and Saturday night here on the Berg Athletics Network, as we'll be bringing you men's basketball on Friday against Ohio Northern, and then Saturday night once again will be the women's basketball team in their matchup against Ohio Northern. Time start for that one at 7 o'clock for Friday night and 6 o'clock for Saturday. We got some stats here. We'll go ahead and get those to you. Before we wrap things up, leading all scorers tonight with 20 points is Kaylee Cyphers, then 10 for Ledbetter, 3 for Katie Burke, 4 for Maddie Dogood, 1 for Demi Brewer, 7 for Brooke Amert, 8 for Erica Linder, 8 for Caroline Taphorn, and then Emma Burns had 7, leading the way for Capital to close things out. For Heidelberg, 19 points on the night for Kaylee Redos, 4 for Kochel. You had 1 for Alyssa Martin, 2 for Olivia Lemon, 6 for Hannah Kilps, 9 for Brooke Beamer after she started off very slow, 3 of 16 on the night shooting. My goodness, rough night for her on the floor. Bailey Walter had 7, Sadie Cheney with 2, Clara Smith with 3. As a team tonight, Capital maintained that 50% shooting, 28 of 56, 5 of 14 from three-point land for 35%. Free throws, 7 of 11 for 64%. For Heidelberg, they improved significantly in the fourth quarter to salvage their scoring for tonight. As the third quarter, they only averaged 11%, 1 of 9 from the floor. But in the fourth quarter, 9 of 16 to close things out at a little bit better, 27.8% shooting from the floor, 4 of 12 from three-point land for 33%, 19 of 26 from the foul line for 73% shooting. Points off of turnovers, 18 for Capital, 6 for Heidelberg. In the paint, 34 for Capital, 12 for Heidelberg. Second chance points, Heidelberg actually in the lead on that one with 16 compared to 15. 8 on fast break for Capital, 2 for Heidelberg, 26 apiece between the two teams on the bench for their scoring. So pretty exciting game to close things out once we got to that fourth quarter, but that is going to wrap things up here from Seiberling Gymnasium. Your final, once again, 68-53, Capital a winner. Would like to thank the entire crew here with Boxcast.tv and the Heidelberg Sports Information Department, Jeff Garvin, the SID, Adam Knob, the Graduate Assistant Sports Information Director, Courtney Bryson over there on graphics, Nick Psalm, like the Book of Psalms, but without the P because the P is silent, on camera, Mackenzie Murray on camera, and of course, my main man to my right, Mr. Zach Dillon, as our producer each and every Friday and Saturday night. Once again, your final, 68-53, Capital winner for everyone here on the Berg Athletics Network and Boxcast.tv. I'm Matt Kottman. Have a great night, everybody.